Hi everyone, Jacqueline Kuhn here with JacquelineKuhn.com, powered by angels. And I am here with a video extra as Mercury now transits into Pisces. With this transition, we have Archangel Sandalphon, who is our Archangel for Pisces, and we have Archangel Gabriel because of the communication aspect of Mercury. I am recording this on February 6th. This is the day that the actual transit begins. To recap, I practice, teach, and educate on 15 archangels. 3 of them are not attached to zodiac. That's Michael, Raphael, and Haniel, left to right at the top of the picture. And all the others are aligned with zodiac signs, with Ariel and Aries and down to Pisces and Sandalphon. Each archangel brings special gifts that complement the angel of the astrological sign. And so knowing your astrology, knowing your natal chart, and knowing the energy that changes and happens and the archangels to work with helps you maximize the energy from the astrological aspects, because we should think of these changes in energy as a gift, not as an impediment. As energy shifts, it's our opportunity to shift, to grow, to change, and to take advantage of all of the gifts that come with it. We are going to talk today about Mercury moving into Pisces. So you can see that right now we've got a number of planets in Aquarius. The sun doesn't move for a couple of weeks, but as the weeks progress, we're going to have Venus moving into Aquarius next week, and I will be covering Venus moving into Pisces next week. I will be covering that with a separate video as well. And then in a couple of weeks, Uriel moves and some other planets begin. So as the planets move throughout the zodiac sign, changes in energy happens, shifts happen. You may or may not be affected by it. The level of effect that you have by it is partially determined by where these placements are in your natal chart and your presence of these signs as well. So if you are Pisces, if you are Pisces sun, moon, rising, or if you are Virgo, who is governed by Mercury, when Mercury moves, you get impacted greatly. And when it moves into your sign, you get impacted that much more. So what happens when Mercury transitions from Aquarian energy to Piscean energy? If you think about it, Aquarius is about the mind, is about Mercury thinking with your mind. Pisces is deep. It's going into the soul. So you're going from logical thinking to emotional, deep truth discovery, right? Mind to soul. Intuition opens up. We go from really thinking about what's going on in the world to sensing. Our intuition grows, gets deeper. We look for hidden meanings. We can recognize hidden meanings. So we go deeper beyond just what is being said. We look to see what was meant by what is being said. It gives you an opportunity to be more receptive. However, you have to be careful, because at the same time, when you're more receptive, you can also be more impressionable. So you're going to want to watch during Mercury and Pisces that you're not being swayed past your own beliefs by someone who is incredibly persuasive and has some really powerful, strong words. So stay true to yourself so that you're not impressionable based on someone speaking emotionally on something that isn't necessarily true for you. Incredible spiritual insights. This is a really good time to tap into the spiritual side, tap into your intuition, explore a little more about spiritual things, angels, psychic abilities, your clairs, right? A really good time to do that, or even explore for the first time if you know nothing about it. Mercury in Pisces opens the mind to those spiritual insights, and you might even find that your dreams become a little more vivid, a little more expressions than it normally does. And then conversations about emotions, conversations about how you feel do become easier, because Pisces is an emotional. right? So those conversations become easier, but because they are emotionally driven, there can also be a misunderstanding. So you want to be careful with how you say what you say, that the emotion doesn't take away from the words, right? The emotion in the delivery is not taking away from the words you are saying. So this is a great time to really read between the lines, to look more spiritually at what's going on, to be receptive to what's being said, receptive to ideas and thoughts that maybe you weren't open to before, but make sure that in that receptivity, you're still being true to yourself, right? You don't want to be persuaded to do something that is just not aligned with who you are and your purpose. And Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel for Pisces. When Archangel Sandalphon has a very unique background because he was once human himself. Yes, he is the angel of music. Yes, he is the angel for sending prayers up to God. He's a very artistic and artsy kind of angel. And so Mercury in Pisces is artistic, and Sandalphon being the angel of music and sacred sound, there's a really natural unification there. So you can call upon Archangel Sandalphon to clarify your intuitive messages, to interpret what you might be seeing symbolically, to interpret your dream, to kind of go, hey, what does that mean? I heard this. I'm not sure what it really means. I'm seeing these things. I'm not sure what it means. He can help you interpret. Angel numbers, right? He can help you interpret. He can also help you communicate spiritually, right? Emotions can be reactive, but if you go deep in behind the emotion into why you're feeling that way, you can communicate then from a spiritual perspective, not a reaction and emotional perspective. He does aid in prayer and manifesting, and he does help our prayers go up and that they are not misunderstood. And so he is definitely our express train of prayers to God, source, universe, whoever you believe in. He is your express train. And because he was once human, as I mentioned, he really understands what it's like to be human. He understands what we're going through. He understands our need to connect with the divine, to connect with God's source. And he's here to help us in that way. And so when Mercury moves into Pisces, Archangel Sandalphon can help with those spiritual aspects of it, can help with the prayer aspect, can help with what you're manifesting, and that your intention, the emotions don't get clouded, that the intention doesn't get lost in the emotion. And just know that he understands you because he was once human. And so I put together a prayer to Archangel Sandalphon during this Mercury and Pisces season. Please pause the video at this point, take a screen capture, whatever you need. But this is a really good prayer to help him be with you during this time, to help your communication, to help you be more clear, right? To help understand your emotions, etc. So if you feel the need to call upon him, this is a prayer I came up with. You can certainly create your own, but here's one to start from. And then because we are talking communication, I am bringing in Archangel Gabriel as well. To me, he is the archangel for communication. Even though he's Cancer, that's his zodiac sign, but he is all things communication. And in fact, in my merchandise line, I have an Archangel Gabriel sticker on my phone so that he can help me keep my communications clear. And so I have a prayer for you to ask Archangel Gabriel during this Mercury and Pisces time to be communicating clearly and so that you're not misunderstood. So pause the video here, take a screen capture, whatever you need to record this prayer to help you communicate more clearly and intentionally. That is the video extra for Mercury and Pisces. On Monday, I will be recording Venus moving into Pisces. So stay tuned for that video extra. Should you have any questions, I am always available via the website, jacquelinekuhn.com. And you could just comment on this video or DM me through my various sources. I'm also on Facebook, whatever. Feel free to reach out as we gain clarity. And February is going to be a huge energy month. There are going to be a number of videos, a lot of energy changes as planets move from one sign to another. Heavy, heavy energy this month. I am here for you. Take care. Be blessed.